The Medical Humanities is a newly formed department within Creighton's School of Medicine. It is part of the medical school curriculum. Our future physicians, we want to have them have a glimpse into that other side. What is it like to be a patient? It's a more holistic view of a department, whether it's through poetry, visual art, music, dance, writing, things of that nature, and weaving that into a clinical experience.
So just looking at the exhibit too, what do you think of her way of processing through this?
Showing them what it's like to be a patient, creating empathy, understanding what it's like to sort of fill those shoes of anyone undergoing any sort of diagnosis.
With all of that heaviness in life, I decided that I needed to do something fun.
We are working with Eileen Powers, who has the exhibit in the Lead Art Gallery called Can You Make Hair For Me? She was diagnosed with lymphoma, which is, of course, just a life-altering sort of diagnosis to get. She's losing her hair, again, because of chemotherapy, so she's watching herself and her identity change. And being that she's an artist anyway, and a photographer, she thought, well, how about if I take all of that and channel that into something kind of fun, something to bring a little levity to this, which is making hair.
I wanted people to participate in an expressive activity that could then be transferred to me, which I would then interpret, and I would then form an artificial persona in front of the camera.
I think Eileen is a really strong woman, and these personas that she's made up with all of these hair pieces, it's amazing, and you can really see it in her eyes how much fun she's having and how much joy she's getting from it.
We're going to have Eileen take a look at our creative hair pieces, and then whichever ones are working, we will ship them to her, and she will fashion them for us and take new photos, and they will be the hair that Creighton University made for her.
This is my piece here.
Ooh, look at that, nice. That's awesome, thank you for making that.
Just like a very interesting perspective on art and cancer and illness. And I also really enjoyed talking to Eileen and hearing her perspective on having cancer from a patient's point of view.
There were a lot of miscellaneous screws, bits, and nuts.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Making us think more of like the big picture and treating the patient as a whole and not as a singular diagnosis. And that is very important, I think, for being a good physician, for sure.
I love that. Wow, that looks great.
I hope you wear it.